you doing, Mr. and Mrs. Seibert? This is Jason S. from Jones Acura. Just want to give you a nice little video walk around here of the 2019 Acura RDX. This is the advanced package, Mr. Seibert, as you came in earlier to see and talk about and everything along those lines. So I'm going to give you a nice little video walk around on this car. So up front, what you see here, we have the Pentagon Diamond Grille. That is the standard Acura grille. All of our new Acuras coming out. Right underneath the Acura logo up front here, we do see the front camera system. So that front camera will be utilized when you're backing up. It'll allow for a bird's eye view when you're backing up and being able to see your 360, as well as pulling into a spot. You can also see if you're getting too close. You're also going to get, on this advanced package, the LED fog lights right down here. Those are also standard here for you on this advanced package. You could go to the technology level and also add those as an accessory if you wanted to. That is up to you. You're also going to get your parking sensors that you can barely even tell because there's so much integrated into the bumper and the honeycomb grille area of that lower fascia. But you do get parking sensors, so as you're getting close to a vehicle or an object pulling into a parking spot, it's actually going to beep at you, letting you know you're getting too close to that object. You see we have the LED daytime running lights there. Up top here, this is going to be your turn signal indicator. Right along the top eyelash there. It's really nice setup that they have there. Also, LED lights are also standard here for you, where you go to another manufacturer, you have to pay extra for that type of stuff. We're giving that to you right away. So up front, a lot of the vehicle's characteristics and body lines and everything along those lines come from the Acura NSX, which is our supercar. So one thing I want to point out to you, this air dam system that we have right here, this is actually coming from the Acura NSX. That air dam will deflect air to the back side of the wheel well area right in here. Get a good shot there. But that's actually putting air towards your braking system to cool off those brakes and rotors for you for your long travels and stuff like that, where you could be using your brakes at higher rates of speed that could heat your brakes up. So that is standard. Now that we are on the side of the vehicle, you see the beautiful 19-inch wheels that come standard here with the tire pressure monitoring system on all four wheels. And then we zoom back out here, you take a look at the nice body lines of the side of the RDX. The body lines on this car, again, brought from that Acura NSX, the sculpted frame and body of the Acura NSX. We have the chrome stripping down below. That is standard on all of our RDXs. We don't have any accessories on our cars except for the security guard label system that I mentioned to you about earlier. But we have this beautiful vehicle with that chrome body trim piece, you could say. Keyless access system is going to be on all four doors, so you can literally grab any door handle just like that and the car is going to unlock. You can also lock the car just by simply putting your finger right in this area on any of the four door handles. That will lock up the car. Right now it's not doing it because I do have the car running, but it will lock the car up. You have the rear view mirror here is an auto dimming on both sides, driver and passenger, as well as the interior mirror that is also auto dimming. Coming to the back of the vehicle, your gas door, just push that, pops right open. Capless gas tank here for you, so you just get the nozzle and stick it right on in, and it you can fill it up pretty quickly. You don't have to worry about leaving your fuel cap off or anything along those lines. Premium fuel is a recommendation, not a requirement with this vehicle. It's a recommendation, not a requirement. If you want to get optimal fuel economy, go with that premium fuel, or at least go with the mid-grade fuel, that 89 octane, and you're going to get the fuel economy rating, which by this sticker, you can read that, it's 23 average, 21 city, and 27 on the highway. Coming outside of the vehicle, again, I want to point out some really cool intricate features. I don't know if you can pick that out, but right there it says Acura right on that tail light housing. Is also right up front as well on the headlight housing area too. Just those little details really sets the Acura apart from the competition out there. Coming to the back of the vehicle, we have the power liftgate with the hands-free operation of that. Power liftgate, again, with power, you can do right from underneath the Acura logo there, takes it on up, it's fully adjustable. So right now we have it set at this height. We can actually adjust this even higher if we need to. So I don't know if you can really tell, but I did adjust that a little bit higher, and I can actually just push this button right here and hold it, and right there it is. It's going to set to that desired height, so every time we open it up from now on, it's going to go to that height. In the back of the car, we have plenty of storage, best in class storage space in this class vehicle. So we flip this open, got plenty of storage right underneath here. They actually designed that area specifically for a purse, so you can stick your purse and hide it back there. We have your jack storage right underneath there, for in case you do need to get to the spare tire or use the spare tire. That is also underneath the vehicle, in the back here. So as I was mentioning up front, you do have the parking sensors, so you do have those in the back. You can see them a little bit easier now in the back. Those are your parking sensors on the bumper here. If I step back here, you'll be able to take a look at those dual exhaust tailpipes coming out the rear. Take a look at your dragon tail tail light here. Call this the dragon tail tail light right here. And then you got the LED reverse lights as well. Just about all the lights in this vehicle or on this vehicle are LED, so you shouldn't ever have to worry about replacing those in your ownership period. The vehicle is equipped with the Acura Super Handling all-wheel drive capabilities. What Super Handling all-wheel drive is when you are cornering at a high rate of speed, or even everyday driving, and you have, say, puddle of water on the right side of the road. What's going to automatically happen without you doing a thing is power is automatically going to transfer to the wheels that are actually driving the car on drier pavement. So say water's on the right side of the road, automatically as soon as you hit that puddle, it's going to transfer more of the power to the left side of the car to get you through that puddle. Snowy situation, it's going to transfer power to the wheels that are gripping better, rather than keeping the wheels that aren't gripping as well spinning. So it gives you a little bit of an idea there for your driving purposes. Awesome all-wheel drive system. I haven't driven anything that's any better than the Acura all-wheel drive system, and I've driven a lot of cars, so it is a phenomenal all-wheel drive system. So coming around here, I want to get inside the vehicle, show some other aspects that you are going to get with this vehicle. I did not mention it is a 4-cylinder turbocharged engine, 272 horsepower and 280 foot-pounds of torque, with your torque ranging anywhere from 1400 RPMs all the way up to 4500 RPMs. So I opened up the car here. In this advanced package, you will get the wood grain interior. That's all going to be standard here for you. Memory power seating is also standard for driver and passenger, or driver 1 and driver 2, I should say. Seating, I know that was a big thing when you came in, Joe, as far as finding out what kind of seating arrangements you do get. So 16-way power adjustable seat on this advanced package level. So that is forward, back, up, down, backrest, and then right here, I don't know if you can see it too well, but there is a little button here. This will allow you, and let me go over here to the screen. I'm going to hit that button here, and if you can see, I hope you can, up there on the left side of the screen, you have your seat, and as I click that button up or down, it's showing what you can actually change. So you have your bolster for your outside bolstering, your bolster for the lower, as well as your power lumbar support. That is all part of that third sequence of buttons right back here. So you can adjust. I'm going to adjust the seat here, giving you that extra bolster on the legs. See it coming out there, and then I'll take it back in, and I'll adjust here to the outside bolsters. Not sure if you could see that or not, but they are pulling in and pulling out there. And then you won't be able to see this, but the power lumbar, if I do adjust that, that will be able to go up and down in the back, as well as in and out. If you can see that, I hope you can. It does move slightly in up and down your lower back portion. So that is what you get with the power adjustable seat on driver and passenger side on this model. Now, if you went to the technology level, you do get the power seat 12-way. You'll lose out on the bolstering coming out from the bottom here, as well as the bolstering right here, but you still get that power lumbar up and down, as well as in and out. So give you some food for thought there. Getting in the vehicle here, so inside you get your heads-up display. I'll show you that here in a minute. You also get the lane departure warning and mitigation braking systems. So what that's going to do is, if you're driving down the road and you're getting too close to your lines, whether it's the yellow lines or white lines, and you're going over 45 miles an hour, it's going to give you a little steering wheel shimmy back and forth. That will notify you that you're drifting outside your lane. If you continue going out of your lane and you are not signaling, what will happen is the car will start braking for you. So that's what that lane departure warning and mitigation does. We have your parking sensors on and off. We also give you the collision mitigation braking system. So that's a really unique system that's using a millimeter radar sensor that's behind the Acura logo. What that's going to do is, if you're getting too close to the vehicles in front of you as you're driving, what's going to happen is it's going to flash brake right up there in that dash area where you see warning right now. What that's going to signify is, you want to slow down. If you're still not doing any maneuvering, whether slowing down or applying the brake or taking your foot off the accelerator, it can go into stage number 2, where it's going to apply slight brake pressure. If you're still not taking any action, it'll go into stage 3, where it's cinching down on the front seat belts and then applying max brake force to potentially bring you to a complete stop before hitting the cars in front of you, or if you're traveling so fast, it'll hopefully bring you to a slower stop or a slower speed before the impact, so the accident wouldn't be as severe. So that's what collision mitigation braking does. You have the brake hold function. When activated and you take your foot off the brake, the car will hold in position for you until you hit the accelerator. You can take your foot off the brake and it's just going to hold there for you. Then you have the parking brake down here as well. That's also standard. Coming up here to your steering wheel, you got the power for your radio controls, you got the heated steering wheel here, volume control, voice recognition, which is fantastic. It's giving the latest and greatest voice recognition with natural voice recognition. So we can simply give an address and it's going to put it right into that navigation system for you. Really, really easy to use. The apps function here will allow you to be able to bring up your apps, if you can actually see that right up there in the windshield on your heads-up display. So you can actually scroll through those apps, which would be the same apps that if you go to your home button right down here, you see right up in that screen. Hopefully, again, you guys can see that. Those are your apps that you can actually pull up in your heads-up display to be able to, you know, show your phone information or navigation information or stuff along those lines. Up there in the heads-up display right now, I have set for your miles per hour, so that will show you your miles per hour. And again, you can see right through that, so it's not you know, gonna get you sick or anything along those lines. You just see that it's right there in front of your face, so you're maintaining awareness while you're driving. We also have on the other side of the steering wheel the ability to set your adaptive cruise control. So adaptive cruise control is setting your speed and then setting the distance to follow the vehicles in front of you. Long, extra long, long, medium, and then a short distance here. And then you also have the lane keep assist function, or LKAS. Excuse me. That will keep you in the center of your lane while you're driving down the road. It is completely different than your lane departure warning system that's over here. So lane keep assist will keep you in the center of your lane while you're driving the car down the road. Really, it only works at 45 miles an hour and higher, so the likelihood of really using it out on any major roadways is highly unlikely. Once you're out on the highway, then it really does come into really comes in handy for you, especially when you're going to pass tractor trailers and stuff like that that can kind of bounce you all over your lane. So quick overview here. You got your dynamic mode here. That will change the car's different modes on this vehicle from Snow, Comfort, Sport, and Sport Plus. On this advanced package, it changes your shifting points and your performance aspect, as well as your suspension with a magnetic ride suspension on this car. So it does do suspension on this car. On the technology package, it does not change the suspension. It just changes the overall performance and shifting points of the vehicle. So that's what you get with the dynamic mode. You have heated and cooled front seats. Up front here, the auto function, so it automatically turn on the seats for you as needed. You also have the push button transmission, and this whole center console area was also all derived from the Acura NSX. Again, points from the Acura NSX that it is generations ahead of its time as far as performance and styling and everything along those lines. The one-to-one mapping, this is what everybody is raving about in the industry. The one-to-one mapping means when you touch this pad here in the lower right-hand corner, it's showing the cursor at the lower right-hand corner. Lexus, Mercedes, they have something very similar, but you have to find the mouse when you touch that pad. So theirs is very similar to like a laptop mouse, where you have to find that mouse when you touch that pad. With this, wherever you touch on this pad, it's going to show up on that screen essentially. So if I want to go to navigation in the upper left hand corner, I just have to touch near the upper left hand corner of the pad. That will set everything up for you. Push right into it, you get your navigation map right up there. Really, really easy to use system, and I go over that with you when you do pick up your new car. So center console, real wood grain right there for you. Coming down inside, you have your USB interface. This will give you the interface for your Apple CarPlay, as well as Android, or I'm sorry, not Android Auto, but Apple CarPlay and your Apple Music and Pandora Radio and all your internet radio stations and stuff like that all come right from that USB port right there. We also have some USB port down below here, if you can see, as well as a power outlet. And then if I get in the back here, I'll show you the USB port as well as the heated seats in the back. So real quick, don't want to make this go too much longer, but I want to show you how the system will work as far as inputting an address. So I'm going to push this talk button right here. Directions to 1335 Manheim Pike, Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Here is more information for 1335 Manheim Pike. Would you like to begin a route?
Yes.
Starting route to 1335 Manheim Pike.
So we're already there, so it's not really going to tell us to do anything, but that's how easy it is to do an address in this system. Point of interest, we'll do that. Directions to Baltimore Washington International Airport.
Please make a selection by name or line number.
1.
Starting route to Baltimore Washington International Airport.
So that's how that all works. Really, really easy to use system. Like I said, getting rave reviews out there right now from all the auto manufacturers and auto blog magazines and all that type of stuff. So again, I just wanted to say thank you for giving me the opportunity. Real quick, I want to just show you that back seat area. Best in class rear seat, leg room, and then you do have USB ports and your heated seats in the second row here. So Mr. and Mrs. Seibert, I thank you very much. I hope I didn't bore you too much with going over this car, but I do hope that we can schedule some time to take it out for a spin and put a deal together for you guys. Thank you so much. Look forward to hearing back from you soon. Take care.